Here's one of the first Andover controllers ever made. My grandfather made this company and this controller. It's my aunt and uncle's house. I'm taking it home. You've got 32 inputs, 16 pump outputs, or valve outputs too. This was the very first ever in building management. It's got two COM ports, S port, C port. The booklet here tells you how to program and communicate with it. We've got all on, off, auto switches. I am having trouble with number 3. He's not manual overriding. He's 2, this one's 3. It's not manual overriding, I don't know what's going on, but it does work. Boots right up and works. Let me plug it in. My battery's saying it's dead. All sorts of lights all over the board. We have CPU, no com, override, receive. And I think this board is either set up in a test or it's going through a self-test and it's failing. We have CPU and scan. And it just keeps cycling through all these relays and the CPU indicators keep dropping out. But it cycles through all of these. I don't know if it's just getting static reading or what, but you can see they'll all light up except for number 3. But this is the first Andover controller. First ever building management controller. Big power supply there. 256M, 256 kilobytes of memory, program memory. This is what my grandfather started, Joe Frisara. If you want, here. The family used to have serial number 1 of the AC256M. We used to have number 1. We don't anymore. We're not quite sure what happened to it, but we do have this unit, which is still working. Very cool, very cool. And 2 batteries. These are hooked up in series. It's 24-volt system. Big chunky power supply. You can see receive. It's blinking with this guy, so obviously this must be the program board. And this is the controller. Here's the CPU. But yeah, like sometimes all of them will turn on and off, and the CPU indicator lights keep dropping out, and I'm not sure why. But it's pretty sweet stuff. Oh, see, they all just clicked and CPU dropped out. So I think it's going through either a self-test or it's got a program on it and it's hitting errors. But the error light's not lighting up ever. And just for reference, here's my hand. These are standard lead acid batteries. Yeah, quite cool. There's all sorts of indicators up in there for the power supply. Yeah, this was started back when my grandfather owned Sunmaster. He created Andover controls to control this world's most efficient solar system. And it just tried clicking all the relays again and CPU dropped out. So obviously a program issue, I believe. Unless some of these ICs need to be removed and their pins cleaned. I know that can be an issue sometimes. All these are removable. So, he's calling for 16, and I can just override them. Cool stuff. And CPU keeps dropping out. I don't know why. Gotta get that fixed. Right there. That light keeps dropping out. She's back. It started to flicker. Got a whole bunch of zones on. Not quite sure what's going on. But here's my serial, or parallel to serial. But yep, pretty sweet. I'm taking this home. And I got winter break coming up from college, and I'm gonna be tinkering with this for sure. Yep, see, just did it again. I need to pay better attention and see if it's cycling 3, because I can't get 3 to work. And these relays are removable. Yeah, good old stuff. Got Peppy in, retaining bracket. Yeah, sweet stuff. I will be back with more videos about this thing for sure. There it goes again.